friends, Irene here. I have very little time this day and I want to tell you about all books that I've read in the month of March. So here we go, really quickly. In March I read I think 9 books, but we will count after the end of the video. Main focus was March Mystery Madness. I read 2 middle grade mysteries, so kind of middle grade March too. So yeah, here we go. As you know, there was like decades theme for this March Mystery Madness. I chose publishing decades. I haven't read through the whole all 10 decades that I wanted to, but I've read a lot. And yeah, I want to tell you about them. So first I read Walter Mosley, Devil in a Blue Dress. This is first from the Easy Rowling mystery series. It was written in 1990s, I believe. And it tells about post-war, post-Second World War Los Angeles, where black veteran Easy, he's drinking in the bar, and he was approached in a white man, which was very unexpected, in a black bar, and asks him to find this girl who is white, but she is liking to spend time in black people bars and nightclubs. And this leads to the whole new adventure. Very gruesome adventure for Easy. Okay, this is like a hard-boiled noir. I didn't realize it before I started it. I knew that it was noir, but it's like very hard-boiled. So there is a lot of violence in here, some swearing, lots of sex, and I enjoy the book, but it's not my cup of tea. It was interesting to read from the black person perspective in the definitely divided society. Easy takes us to the places that white person never see or almost never see, from barber shops to bars, you know, all kind of stuff. I thought it was interestingly written and I liked the characterization. I really like this book. It just was not my level of violence that I prefer in my mysteries, but if you want this hard-boiled energy, it's not police procedure. At the end of the book, he decided to establish his detective agency, so he is like private detective after this book. This book is just a veteran who has skills and who is trying to navigate his path through this. I want to say underbelly, but it's not really underbelly of Los Angeles. It's just certain parts of Los Angeles that are for certain people. Overall, I thought it was really good. I will not proceed with this series, but I understand why Walter Mosley is like one of the considered one of the best mystery writers living now. He got a Diamond Dagger, I think, last year for his life as a mystery writer, his brilliance as a mystery writer. Yeah, it was very interesting read. I read it because it was in 100 best mysteries of Time magazine, and I understand why it is there. But again, I will not proceed with this series. I gave it, I believe, 3.5 stars. It is like a very good book. It's just not for me. Then I've read The Patient in Room 18 by Mignon G. Eberhardt. I enjoy this book very much. I highly recommend it to everyone who likes Agatha Christie. It's not Agatha Christie-esque, but it's interesting. So it takes place in 1920s near New Orleans, in suburbia, in very old hospital, where Sarah Kidd works as a nurse. She is very strict nurse. She has high professional level, like of her work. He cherished her work. And then there was a huge storm when all electricity went out. And during that storm, she and other nurse realized that patient in room 18 was murdered. He was in good enough health to, to survive all this. So definitely something queer going on. Also, he was treated by radium, which was like new technology of that time. And the hospital bought this radium for a huge amount of money. And the radium was gone. So it definitely was a burglary, like someone wanted to steal this radium and kill this patient. It will be not the last death in this hospital. There were something that I liked, something that I don't. I don't like the amount of surprise and exaggerated dread that all these nurses experience when they found a dead person. They're nurses. They have to be kind of okay with death and, gruesomeness. I didn't believe this level of surprise and this level of trembling all the time, and something like that. I did enjoy the mystery itself. I very enjoyed the detective and Miss Keats duo, how they work together, how they communicate together. I wanted it to be a romance, but it wasn't, or kind of wasn't. I wanted them to be a couple, but I don't think they were. There were other couples in here. Some were sweet, some were not. But this is a really good mystery with really good surroundings, with unusual historical references, because it's not historic fiction, it's just old. But I have no idea how people were treated in hospitals in 1920s, so it was very interesting. Yeah, I really highly recommend it to everyone who like classic golden age mysteries. It is one of them, and it is really good. I gave it 4.5, 5 stars, like 4.75. Yeah, it was great. I highly enjoyed it. This book is really hard to find. It's out of the print. I bought it on Audible, and then I found almost new copy in my local used bookshop. So it was luck, but it is an Audible, and I highly recommend to listen to audiobook. It's great. So yeah, this one was a hit. Another book that I highly enjoyed was Dorothy Sayers' God and Night by Dorothy L. Sayers. This is, I think, 10th or 12th from Lord Peter Wimsey series, and this first I've ever read, which is not the best place to start, but here we are. In this book, Harriet Vane, who is a main protagonist in this book, and she also was in other Peter Wimsey books, and she is like Peter Wimsey's love interest. She came to a reunion to her college in Oxford, and there she experienced, she and other people got these anonymous poison pen letters. Some were threatening, some were just ghastly, all were very, very unpleasant. Then she went back to her home, and then she was summoned again to the college because this letter continued, and some other very cruel and ghastly pranks took place in the college, and she is trying to find the person who is writing these letters. At the end, she will seek the help of Peter Wimsey. This is not actually a murder mystery. There is no murder in here. This is a mystery about who is doing the crime all this time. Also, this book is telling us about colleges and women education, and this conflict between educated women and non-educated women, and women who choose being a wife and a mother, housewife, and the women who choose classic education and job and maybe science, everything like that. It was really interesting. The characterization was great. This is very a springy, summery book with Oxford blooming, thunderstorms, river, picnics near the river, and everything like that. It was very nice. I liked the vibe. I liked the stories about these people. I enjoyed this book very much. It was a pleasure to open it every time. I really want to proceed with Peter Wimsey series. I enjoyed this book very much. I gave it 5 stars. I do think this is one of the best books I've read this year. And yeah, I have high hopes for other mystery series from this, mysteries from this series. So yeah, this is Golden Night by Dorothy L. Sayers. Another one, 475, 5 stars for me, was Little White by Robert Galbraith. This is a beast of a book, and again, I enjoyed every page of it. This is fourth, fifth. This is fourth from Cormoran Strike series. Cormoran Strike and Robin Ellicott. I'd say here they are partners. They both have problems in their personal life, which they try and navigate along with uncovering a murder. This mystery takes them to House of Parliament, House of Commons, I believe, and where Robin began to work undercover. There are like everything you like from English murder mysteries, it is here. There are high politics, a little bit of royalty, a little bit of very wealthy people who are doing bad things and not so bad things, like horses, everything that you can imagine, like huge houses, paintings. I enjoyed it very much. Maybe sometimes I was, during the book, it is a big book, I was tired of their personal affairs. I wanted them to, I understand that it's normal that detective has a personal life, and it is like one of the main focuses in here, they're both personal lives. But as we have this yawning between them, I feel it's all a little bit distracted. Like this book was trying to pull me in two different directions. One was a mystery, and one was like a very tight personal conflict. I enjoyed it, but I can't, maybe it's not 5 stars, it's 4.5, 4.75, but I don't know. This is one of my favorite non-ended book series. I really enjoyed characters. I know that Joanne Rowling experienced a lot of like canceling right now and push from different groups of people for her views. I understand that, but I want to say that I don't think I ever read a series of book or a book that made more for veterans and people with disabilities than this book does. It addresses so many problems in society, considering disabled people, because Cormoran Strike, he doesn't have a leg, he's a veteran and he lost his leg in Afghanistan or somewhere, and there are lots of disabled people in this book, like not lots of, some of them, and their depiction is so, you can see that authors spent a lot of time thinking about how he will tell their stories and how important it is. I really think that there is a lot of compassion in here and understanding of the problems, and I enjoyed. And I mean, it's not I enjoyed. I acknowledge this, and I think this is a great series to read just for pleasure. But also, these books address a lot of big problems in the society. And I value these books for this. So yeah, I like it very much. Okay, there are a few other books that I want to address. They both are middle grade books. First was The Improbable Tales of Baskerville Hall by Ellie Standish. This is the first from the series called The Improbable Tales of Baskerville Hall. So yeah, here we go. I gave it 4 stars. I enjoyed it very much. I think this is one of the best middle grade mystery series, which is more adventurous than mysterious. If you read Conan Doyle's, this is a book about imaginable, almost wizarding school, not wizarding, but almost magical school for like highly intelligent people in England. And Arthur Conan Doyle, who is like young boy, 10 and 12, he got there by accident. And then it's like a fanfic for Harry Potter, but in a good way. If you loved Harry Potter for sense of camaraderie, a mystery inside the school, exploration of interesting subjects and a little bit of magic and unusual teachers, it is all in this book. So if you like first 3 Harry Potter books as much as I do, then this is definitely a series for you. He met there few friends. One of them is Irene Adler, and another of them is Tony Moriarty, and he experienced lots of adventures. I want to say that if you ever read all Conan Doyle's books, not only Sherlock Holmes series, then you can make a sense of what this book can cover, not only mysteries. There is a Professor Challenger in here. He is principal of the school, and the school is called Baskerville Hall. And there may or may not be a baby dinosaur in this book, and a time traveling machine, and strange experiments, and strange school societies. I enjoyed it very much. It is a wild ride. It is very adventurous. It tells its story very good, and I enjoyed all the characters. I definitely will proceed with this series. I think it was very adventurous and sweet, which I enjoy in middle grade more than in adult books. I like sometimes tender and very slow middle grade books, but I tend to like more if they are more fast-paced. This is it. This is a great fast-paced adventurous mystery book for middle grades. Another mystery for middle grades that I've read was Murder is Bad Manners. It is a first from, I don't know, on Storygraph it's called A Murder Most Unladylike Mystery Series. It tells about 2 girls, Daisy and Hazel. They are best friends. They both study in the same border school, and there was a murder in this school. Hazel went in the middle, late in the evening. She forgot something in the gym. She went there and she found a body of her one of her teachers, of science teacher. But then she returned and tried to cause an alarm. And when she returned to this gym with other people, the body was gone. Teacher didn't return to classes, but the rumor spread that she just left in the middle of the night. So no one is discovering what happened to her. And these girls, last semester, they decided that they want to do a detective agency, but they had no cases. So here it's their first case, which they cracked with great vigor and energy, and rather intelligent. I like that mystery here was real mystery, and there were real clues and real dangers, and these 2 girls worked with it. I think it's more like Famous Five, in sense of there is real thing going on, and kids are still being kids, not like secret agents, but uncover this mystery with their wits and energy. I liked it very much. It's my daughter's favorite mystery series right now, middle grade mystery series, and I understand why. I liked the book very much. I don't know if I will proceed with all the books, but I will read 1 or 2 here and there in the middle of adult series. It doesn't hold my attention that good, that other books, but still it is great. I gave it 4.5 stars. Yeah. The last book I want to tell you about, I actually have at home, but I can't find it, and I just have no time to find it. So here's a picture. This book is called Everyone on This Train is a Suspect. It's by Benjamin Stevenson, and it's second from the Ernest Cunningham mystery series. Okay, I gave this book 4 stars. I liked it very much. I enjoyed the energy of this book, the vibe, let's say that. It is about mystery writers' retreat on this train that goes through the whole Australia from one place to another. And there are like, I don't know the number, there are few, like 5, 7, 6 mystery writers on this train, all with very different background, all with different kind of level of fame, like being famous. And there is murder on the train, and our main protagonist, he has this problem that like he's imaginary, yeah. But in first book, he wrote this first book, but he wasn't like, it's like nonfiction. So he's thinking that he can't imagine the murder. He can only explain what happened when there is a murder and then find who was a murderer. So here he is very excited that now he can write his second book, and he is trying to find the murderer and to write his book. And well, say he succeeded in both. This book is very meta. It is very much about murder mysteries in general and murder mystery writers in general, and how the community works, of fans, of authors, publishers. Everyone is on this train. So their interconnections we can see, and it is very interesting. There are not much like general personal drama in here, but it still is some romance and everything. I think this book is really good. I enjoy this series for what it is. It is like easy read with meta quality from author who is also a mystery reader fan to other mystery readers. So it's like you are feeling like you are in a very good book club with people reading the same books as you and enjoying them. So yeah, that was my March. Like every March with March Mystery Madness, I have a very successful reading month. All of the books were like from 4 to 5 stars, all of them, and it's surprising because you never have it. I can't say that I'm a little bit nervous about April, because right now in half an hour we are heading to a huge road trip, which I do think we will not have much time for reading. And when I return, I will tell you about what I've already read during our road trip, because maybe I will have some hours of audiobooks listening, but I'm not sure. And I will tell you about my plans for the last weeks of April. For now, I have only this huge road trip ahead of me in my head, and I can't think about anything else. That's it. That was my March. Thank you for people who organize Middle Grade March, and especially March Mystery Madness. I will link them in the comments, because this is the engine that drives my March reading every March. I have like the best reading month in a year, which actually says a lot about how I don't read the books that I know I will enjoy. I gather them in clusters and read them in these special months, which is not wise. I am a little bit tired of gruesomeness, especially Devil in a Blue Dress and a little bit of Lethal White gave me a little bit of a shock of people doing bad things. Other ones were actually very cozy. So yeah, thank you very much for being here, and see you in the next video very soon.